What's up, y'all? It's Zap and Bella.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back to another week with the Barton Group as we talk about these Los Angeles Chargers. I get so excited and then unexcited.
Disappointment all the way.
Yeah.
We're heartbroken over here this week.
Yes, we are.
We're back from a missed week. Sorry about that if you've been following the series.
Yes, follow.
Because I know, some of you guys from Instagram, some of you guys follow the videos, so that's cool. But we're back with another video. Disappointing losses twice in a row. We didn't really cover, obviously, the Cowboys game, but
we lost.
The same way that we let them win, the same way that we had been winning the last two games with the interception at the last minute,
Right.
which sucks. And then diving into this past game versus the Chiefs, which, we all knew it was going to be a really close game because it's a divisional game. We never give the Chiefs an easy win, but it was a tough loss for sure.
So first of all, I crack up because it's like, are we watching the Chiefs and the Chargers, or are we watching Taylor Swift and the Chargers?
Right,
so
literally.
That was a little bit distracting, which I guess everyone who plays the Chiefs has to deal with Taylor Swift.
Yep. I feel for you guys now.
Yeah.
I feel for you guys.
So this morning I spoke to some young junior high schoolers about real estate and money management and stuff like that. And one of the questions was like, "Oh, what's your favorite football team?" All the girls, "Oh my gosh, Kansas City Chiefs." I'm like,
my God.
What happened? Everybody used to love the Chargers. Like,
Just
because
of
Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. I would have been like, no more answers.
Yeah, seriously. So,
that is crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
so it's crazy with playing the Chiefs breaks, but the Chiefs are a good team, right? They're 5-1, 6-1. They've only lost one game, and again, I think they should have lost two because one of the Chargers.
Right.
Travis Kelce. Speaking of Travis Kelce, he just had some records. I mean, he was really running around the field.
Had a day. All of a sudden, and I saw this coming. All of a sudden, when these wide receivers, tight end, but all of a sudden when they play the Chargers, they have like the career game of their lives, and I had a feeling that was going to happen. Travis Kelce was kind of like iffy the beginning of the season with his injuries, but he obviously popped off this game, and I think what really frustrated me is how we were playing with soft coverage when we have Travis Kelce out on the field and leaving him wide open. I just couldn't believe it. I have no words. How you're not double teaming on Kelce from the beginning.
Exactly.
And waiting until the second half to do that. Because then in the second half, there's no Travis. He was not making really any plays. But the first half, he was just killing us because the defense was just letting him
let him catch it and
be wide open.
4 or 5
and
yards.
It was insane. It was every time they were at a 3rd and long, I was just like, oh, pass to Travis Kelce, plus some more. I already knew it was going to be a big play for them.
Game.
So that was very, very disappointing on the defense for the first half, to be honest.
Right. So I think the good, and then on the offensive side, obviously, our guy Justin, I felt the finger. I think it's affecting him.
Yeah, I think so.
You agree?
I agree 100%. The first game with the Cowboys, coming out of that finger injury, I thought maybe it's a fluke, because you don't really think a finger is gonna affect you that much, especially on your non-passing hand. But after hearing a couple people talk about it too, I understand the pain is you're still gonna have a lot of pain. You're gonna be very conscious when throwing the football, especially without Corey Linsley. I can only imagine how insecure he feels. If I get tackled right now, my hand gets caught up or anything like that. He's still missing that hand. That's still essential to him. Even when he passes off the ball to the running back, he has to do it with the opposite hand now.
Right.
So I'm sure it has affected him a lot, and he's uncomfortable. And I think that has definitely translated throughout the last two games, and we know it's not a fluke. It's definitely the finger. I don't appreciate all the people that are talking about Justin Herbert now and taking him off the tiers, putting him at the bottom tier all of a sudden. I get it. He hasn't had the best 2 games of his life. But
he's still Justin
Herbert.
Right.
He's going to bounce back from this. I have no doubt about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's your guy, Justin Herbert. I mean, that's my guy too, but I know that's really your guy. You're a fan of Justin Herbert.
I'm definitely a fan.
So talk about what you think is going to work against the Bears this next game.
Right. So knowing how the Bears play, we know they're a very run-heavy offense.
Right.
They don't really do too many deep passes. If they do, it's short passes, especially right now that they're going to be playing with their backup quarterback, which is Badgley.
Mm-hmm.
So last game, he actually had a good game against the Raiders. They all
won.
did. They ran 173 yards against the Raiders. Their defense really held the Raiders down at 10 points, so that was good on their defense as well. They don't have the best pass rush, but again, with the exception of last week where they had 3 interceptions. But I think we're really similar with our defense. We're both good against the run. So interested to see how the Chargers handle a team that's really heavy on the run. Mm-hmm. We did play the Titans, and we did good against the Titans, but I think other than the Titans, all the other teams that we played are primarily passing teams. So I'm interested to see how the defense hangs and if they really prove that our rushing defense has improved, because last year the whole story was that our rushing defense was horrible. Right. So it's kind of weird to think like we're one of the top rushing defense in the league. It's very weird. And I'm praying that we don't give DJ Moore the career game of his life. Like, I'm just hoping that we're our passing defense keeps him where he's at right now and he just doesn't pop off against us, because that could be the difference between winning and losing this game. True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know who's going to be covering him, if it's going to be James or somebody else in the backfield. But,
I'm not sure if Lohi Goman is going to be here yet. He's still been out. He didn't play last game. So, we still have a couple injuries to watch out for, but I could see him playing this week as well. So we'll see how that plays out with the injuries. Right.
Yeah. But I think if the Chargers can keep the run to minimal. Yeah. I don't think the Bears are going to just throw all over the place. So I think it's going to be a great game, especially if we can just our offense can outdo their offense. I think at the end of the day, that's going to make the game end up being favorable for the Chargers. Yeah, for sure. So, any thoughts on defense for the Chargers? Anything specific for the Chargers to stop? You mentioned stopping the run.
Stopping the run. Yeah. I think really that should be the primary focus. Okay. Just because I know they are gonna try to run that all over us, and as long as they can do short passes and runs, they're gonna keep that consistency throughout the game. I think as long as the defense stays tight and we continue to have, well, not even continue, we start to have consistency throughout all the quarters of the game, not just doing good at the first half and then slacking the second half on offense, because I think that's been something that we've been seeing a lot is first half offense does good and defense does bad, and then the second half the defense steps up, the offense isn't doing the best. So I want to break that pattern and hopefully keep some consistency throughout these full games and close out the game strong, not by a winning interception or losing interception.
Exactly. Well, I'm trying to get excited about the Chargers this Sunday. I want to be excited, and I think I will be, because I think they're going to beat the Bears.
So. I think
and
so.
that'll get us back on track, and then we need to just keep it pushing.
And then we need to keep beating the rest of the teams, because mathematically we could still make it to the playoffs. We still are in the season. Right. But if we don't win this week, the chances of that are 0 to none.
Right. Because divisionally there's the Chiefs in first place, and then the Raiders, and then Chargers, and then Broncos, I believe. So, so we still have, and I think we're just a game behind the Raiders as far as, or maybe 2. Yeah. Divisionally. So, there's a chance.
There's a chance, for sure.
Cool. So we'll be back with some more input after this weekend's game. Yes. But until then, go Chargers, bolt up.
Let's go, bolts up, baby.
And we'll see you next week.